Hello harvesters, it is Saturday, September 19th, and I got our Hungry Harvest produce box this morning. We have some add-ons, so that's why we have an extra box on top and the regular box on the bottom. And we just went to the farmer's market actually in our neighborhood. We hadn't been in about a year, mostly because of COVID and because in winter there's much less selection. So we went there to get some stuff to supplement our harvest today, so I'll show you pictures of both. I think it could be useful to look at farmers market prices, at least in the Philadelphia area, like how much you pay for something, how much of it you get, in comparison with how you do if you get a produce box from a place like Hungry Harvest. So let's take a look at both of those today. Got 3 heads of butter lettuce, at least it looks like butter lettuce. I went ahead and asked for 3 of them because I noticed they are a bit on the small side and we want to make sure we have some greens to last us for at least a few days. So we'll start with these. We have a bag of Brussels sprouts. Looks like some plums. These are probably the last of the stone fruit season, unfortunately. So we'll enjoy these while we have them. And a seedless cucumber. It does feel a little soft on this side, so I guess we'll start with this side first. Interestingly enough, everything I have pulled out of this box has been in plastic. And I don't know why we need to have plastic for all of these items. I realize that these kind of seedless cucumbers, or I think they might also be called like English cucumbers, I realize most of the time these do come in plastic. The heads of lettuce normally do come in this plastic film, so that was to be expected. But I don't know why we need the bags necessarily for these 2 items, but I guess the good news is that I can recycle it. So we start off with a lot of plastic, but okay. Here is the bigger box. Continuing with the plastic, we have some shishito peppers. Again, why do we need the plastic? I don't know. We've got a small bunch of kale. Let's get all the plastic out of the way first, why don't we? Let's slide. We have 3 bags of potatoes, and again, I don't know why we need these to be in plastic. I don't know that I've gotten potatoes in plastic from Hungry Harvest. I can't remember if that's a normal thing, but ugh, so many plastic bags. That's crazy. Oh, now these look really good. These are Sauter's cage-free eggs. They're jumbo, and the carton is actually quite big when you compare it with a normal carton. Wow, look at that. That is certainly a jumbo egg. So this is a carton of small eggs that we got last week, and this is the jumbo. So you can see there is quite a difference in these eggs. These look really good, and I love buying local eggs. Cage-free is always good, at least something where they treat the chickens a little nicer, so I'm happy about these. We've got 4 avocados. One of our avocados last week was definitely rotten. It was way too ripe. It was very fibrous. So it seems like these can kind of be a hit or miss. They're only about $1 each, so I guess I'm willing to take that gamble with Hungry Harvest, especially since we really like avocados. These are quite hard. They're probably not going to be ready in several days' time, and I hope they ripen up nicely. I have 5 tangelos. These are a mix between a tangerine and a grapefruit, I think. These actually say Minneola, but I was supposed to get tangelos. Now I have to see if tangelo and Minneola are the same things. But look at this beautiful citrus. I'm really excited about these. I've got 2 big carrot plugs. This one looks like it has a little bit of something I might have to cut out right there. But I love these carrot plugs because they're really sweet. I think people have sometimes a connotation that the baby carrots, so the chopped up carrots that are then dyed and, you know, injected full of stuff you don't necessarily want to have in your body, are sweeter. But these are really, really sweet, and I like these a lot. And they're huge. Look at that. 3 sweet potatoes, continuing with the sweet theme. I found one more little carrot plug. This one is much smaller than the other 2, but I think it just goes to show you how big those first 2 were. You've got 3 apples. Always nice to have some apples on hand. 3 pears. I got pears last week, and I'm actually still waiting for 2 of them to ripen up, so it looks like we have plenty of pears for this week. And my second add-on was some bananas, because I tend to eat a banana a day, so we do go through them kind of quickly. And that's it. This is my harvest for the 3rd week of September, and I just wanted to reiterate what I pointed out towards the beginning of this video, is that I really don't understand why so much of this stuff has to come in these plastic bags. I'm happy that I can recycle them, but I feel like I really shouldn't have to, because I don't know that they need to be wrapped up like this. I understand that some stuff was on the way to the store. That's why you have the shishito peppers that are packed like this. I guess at the last minute the store didn't want them. Maybe they had too many. The butter lettuce does always come in the plastic, but I don't know. This here is a little bit disappointing. I mean, I guess that's how they determine quantity. So if you order 3 quantities of potatoes, it's easy for them just to do that. But I really wish that they would reconsider, or use paper, or use, you know, compostable little boxes like Misfits does for more fragile items, especially like fruit. And honestly, I really like this harvest. I appreciate the variety, and everything does look very good, but it makes me miss Misfits. I'm really going to be excited to go back to Misfits, or at least to go back and forth from Misfits and Hungry Harvest in a few weeks. I just wanted to give Misfits a little time to get some stuff together. They're moving warehouses. FedEx has been having some issues with delivery, and of course I don't want to risk a box being ruined, a box, you know, arriving and having some, like, a lot of stuff rotted, or just, you know, that didn't make it in transit. So I'm giving them some time to get their stuff together. But look at all these bags. I really miss Misfits green packaging. So I took off the eggs and the bananas because I just wanted to show you what a $33 Super Harvest conventional, not organic, so conventional Super Harvest looked like. And I'm going to juxtapose this with the picture I took of the farmer's market veggies. And keep in mind that that farmer's market haul was $34. So if you take off the bread and the cheese, which together were $15, that means my farmer's market haul was $19, and everything on the table that you see right now was about $33. So I don't know. I think $33, obviously you get more stuff with Hungry Harvest, but the farmer's market was a pretty good deal today. I bought a lot of seasonal stuff, and I think they were good prices because of that. I think for now I'm going to keep Hungry Harvest because I still support their mission, and it's really convenient to have fresh produce delivered because we don't have a car, because everything I get is either on foot or on the bike. So I appreciate having them, but with all of this kind of plastic use that I don't think needs to be in there, and the fact that if you get seasonal produce at farmers markets, makes me kind of rethink Hungry Harvest, makes me lean a little bit more towards Misfits, and maybe, you know, stopping by the farmers market, especially in the summer and the fall when they have a really good selection. But for now, I'm gonna keep it. Happy with the produce and the quality above everything. But yeah, just might be worth thinking about other options like Misfits, because they deliver to many more places than Hungry Harvest does, or visiting a local farmers market, or even like your co-op, your health food store, where you can get like good seasonal veggies for a pretty fair price. Something to think about for the future. But for now, thanks Hungry Harvest. We really appreciate this harvest, and hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.